Thank you for joining us on the program, everyone. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. Our attention today is turned to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which has been celebrated as a bold engine for regional integration and economic revitalization. It's considered by many as an infrastructure that can unlock access to coastal resources, attract billions in investment, and transform communities along its path. But that ambition, as you're aware, has courted a number of controversies. What started on social media and in town halls, concerns from investors and homeowners have now rippled into the courts. On Tuesday, a coalition of protesters under the banner of the Coalition of Concerned Individuals stormed the Federal Ministry of Works in Abuja, and their demand was for fair and adequate compensation for property owners affected by the highway project.
The Honorable Minister of Works that he has not been fair to Nigerians who invested so much in the corridor where you have the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road. We are saying there's nothing wrong in constructing that road, but there's so much wrong where you take over people's property, legitimate property, properties that have C of O's, and you take over such property without compensation. We are saying no to that.
We are expected to be here to serve other people. We are not here to only serve ourselves, but we are your own servants that are here. And it is incumbent upon us to actually do what you people want us to do. So we are looking at your petition, and definitely, but God's willing, by tomorrow, when we meet, these issues will be discussed and it will be resolved amicably.
On the show today, we're joined by Stella Okengu, a real estate investor and CEO of Win Homes Global Services. She joins us live from the U.S. Development, we understand, sits squarely in the eye of this storm. She's been on multiple media platforms sharing detailed grievances from conflicting official alignments to alleged demands for 200 million naira from our diaspora subscribers. I'm hoping we can gain some clarity and fresh perspectives on this development and explore the way forward. Mrs. Stella Okengu, welcome to Beyond the Headlines.
Nice to have me, Nifemi.
All right, so I'd like to follow up on some of the things you've said recently. You've mentioned that fiscal planning departments verified your development, that it wasn't on the coastal road corridor, and that you received a certificate to that effect. But then, following that, there was demolition, which came afterwards. Can you pinpoint exactly when that certificate was issued and whether there was a formal eviction of the certificate later?
The certificate was issued, I'm sorry. What's this? Okay, I'm sorry. I have something there. So the certificate was issued within July of last year, and why we had to go and do the verification is to make sure that we are not on the coastal road alignment. So that was when they gave us the certificate that said that we are free from the right of way of the coastal road.
Was there a revocation document? Because thereafter that you had your property demolished, was that communicated to you formally?
There was no revocation document. There was no, there was nothing. There was nothing. They just came in with their equipment and bulldozed everything. Apart from bulldozing everything, I was shocked that they cleared all the debris. So what we could get was the pictures of the demolition. It was even my staffs that got it.
But the ministry said the land they took over was a plain field. Are you saying there were actual structures on it at the time they came?
You are showing a picture. So if it's a plain field, I don't know. I can see what is coming out there. It's not a plain field.
All right, you know,
We have
it,
built
it is,
some
it
part
is,
of it. We've started
okay.
construction on it.
It is your word against that of the ministry, because the Ministry of Works, I think it was the Minister of Works who stated clearly, I remember during that town hall meeting, that your estate lies within the required 250-meter federal coastal right-of-way, and that your
No.
development sits at about 120-meter boundary.
Yeah,
How do you
no.
react to
Please,
that?
yes, our property lies more than 750 meters away from the federal government coast. So it's on the state this thing, and it's not on the coastal road 2006 gazetted alignment. It's not even close to the coastline.
So
When
you're,
we measured it with our drone, it's more than 750 meters away.
that means that what the minister said, that it was 120 meters away from the coastline, according to you, is not accurate.
No, it's totally inaccurate.
We hear him say that he's engaged you more than any other developer in that area. I'm wondering what happened during those engagements, because you saying it's 720, he's saying it's 120. What kind of conversations happened behind closed doors? And
We are not on the perimeter of the federal government this thing. We are not on the coastline. It's 750 meters. You can conduct your own investigation. Is a land is not movable. Is 750 meters away from the coastline.
I hear you clearly. I was asking about the kind of engagement that you've had with the Ministry of Works, because you said you have paperwork and that you can prove some of the claims that you have made. What happened when you
Yes,
had
I
this
have, but
conversation with
the
the
minister
minister?
has not. The minister has not allowed me to, or allowed us to engage with him, because the first time I went to the stakeholder meeting, I came back to Nigeria. I wanted to talk, and the next thing he said is he literally attacked me, told the police to throw me out of the stakeholder meeting, when I was trying to ask him a technical question. Exactly what you just asked me now. I wanted to ask him because before I even started, I told him that thank you for making, we thank the federal government for making the coastal road to be a thing of reality for us. But there is a glitch on it because we all ran away from the gazetted coastal alignment and did something, went to where the coastal road was not allocated. And now the coastal road is coming to meet us. So that was actually the question I wanted to ask. And I wanted to ask him about the 750 meters. We are not even on the federal government perimeter. We are on the state government perimeter. We did not get any revocation. We did not get anything from the state government. And we were bamboozled with the demolition. Not only demolition, they cleared all the debris.
I hear
It was the
you,
people we
but
even got the pictures of the cars that they brought in, the trucks, to clear the debris. That was when I came, and those people said that it was the order from the minister. So when I heard bare land, I just said, okay, is that why they did it?
all right.
So
That confrontation went viral. I remember you holding a plaque to say that you were a supporter of this administration and a critical
yes.
stakeholder within the party. I have also read some comments to say that, well, if you are an APC person, how come you did not take advantage of your connection within the party to get the
It's
minister
not
on the
about
table?
connection. You can support what you believe in. In short, I believe that connection is eye service. you can support what you believe in without making any connection. Without, yeah, I've seen some comments, even some nasty comments, saying that some of them have said APC, that is a matter of is a family matter. I should go and solve it. You know, even sometimes when I come to talk to people, that they will just, it's as if I'm meeting a locked door. Maybe people, anti-APC people, are meeting a locked door, that look, we don't want to say you are a supporter. You showed everybody that you're a supporter. So why are you, you know? So it's crazy. I always tell people that it's not all about the party. It's all about believing on what you believe in. Because if uh, PDP, Labour, NCP, AAP, if they go there and it's still the same thing, that you understand, if it's the same people that are there, the same thing will still be happening.
All
So the
right.
most important thing is, if there is any ministry or any parastatal that is doing anything, hold that parastatal accountable, not the federal government.
All right. Hold that thought
Because,
for a
yeah,
minute.
so
Let us take a short break and then we'll come back to this. Stay with us, everyone. So staying with us, everyone. Stella Okengo is real estate investor, CEO of Win Homes Global Services. She joins us to discuss some concerns as regards her property along the Lagos-Calabar coastal way. You talked about the gazetted alignment and how your property is about 750 meters away from the coastline. We had the minister stated categorically why that highway was rerouted. It was to avoid a critical telecommunication asset, which made some sense, right, to some Nigerians who would say any Nigerian who understands the importance of this asset would agree with the decision to reroute it, other than say, oh, certain landowners or developers have bribed their way out of demolition.
thank you very much. I will also support, I will not be a party to them destroying a cable. But my discipline has taught me to do an investigation. I'm an engineer. And when I see something, there is on national television, is there when the MTN Two African Cable made their what they call it, presentation. What they appealed to the honorable minister is for him to go back to the 2006 gazetted alignment. It's everywhere. That is a presentation from the representative of MTN to African Cable. So I don't know. And I've done all my investigation. Their cable is number one, not on the gazetted alignment. It is not on our subject property. It is not on our property at all. And their landing station is not Okwaja, it is Okumobo. It is the same honorable minister that also said that the houses in Okwaja is 7,500. That is what he avoided. Apart from the one he said about the what they call it, the MTN True African Cable. I have checked it. You can go to Okwaja area and count the houses on the gazetted alignment.
I believe that the agitation and the concern now is about compensation, which government has stated clearly that it's willing to compensate those who have lost properties along that highway. You are claiming to have invested $250 million in the real estate promoted by Win Homes.
Did not invest. We invested.
Okay. But government is asking for proof because the ministry says what it saw was a bare land. Have you provided proof of this to government? What kind of conversation has happened between you and the ministry in this regard?
We have not heard anything from the ministry or the government. And it was yesterday that I got an information from the people that reached out to us are concerned. They said it's a coalition of civil rights organization. And the honorable minister told them that he's ready to open a line of communication for the compensation. Meanwhile, when we say 250 million is the equity we brought in, the property they took, the subject property where they took is where we are asking for compensation, and also the demolition they did. So it's left for us to get evaluators and everything to do it, So, and another thing I want to say, they also informed me that the minister, when they met with the minister gave them called because of the Obanla, called the Lagos State immediately and told them that he's giving them 24 hours to release that boy, to look for wherever that boy is. So this evening, we got a news that the boy has been seen. So I've told them to make arrangement and take him to a hospital for necessary treatment, and that's what I want to say. And
I hear you.
on this, we are happy. At least we are making progress.
All right. But I'm just a little bit curious about exactly how much you're looking at as compensation in Naira.
The how much we are looking is the subject place that they took, and they didn't take all the property. They took part of the property, and the demolition they have done is what we are going to sit down, evaluate, and bring. So it's not what I'm going to mention offhand. We have our people that will do it, our team.
Oh, you have not really. Well, I thought that your demand is to be compensated. Are you saying you have not really evaluated how much you want government to pay back?
We have evaluated it, but why I don't want to mention it here is because we have a team that when the channel of communication that the minister promised the coalition that he's going to open a channel of communication, then we can say, but with our this thing, I think we are looking at, let me say, between 60-70 million.
That's in dollars, right?
Yes.
That's $70 million.
Yes.
Well, perhaps my producers can do the maths in Naira so we can have the figure in Naira.
Why is it when
because I'm not very good with maths and I don't want to misquote you.
Oh my goodness.
I'll need somebody to change that to Naira.
Let me tell you about real estate. A little drop makes an ocean. You understand? We went round. So this is a dispensation I'm so passionate of. So I just decided to work underground and make sure that I contribute my own quota. Not only me, we are much. So we have to take our time to convince people in diaspora that this dispensation will be favorable to them, will be habitable to them.
Right. It's all right.
So when we are bringing them back home, is number one, they should invest. Number two, when they have a home in Nigeria, definitely they will be bringing in their investment back. They will be bringing in their money.
You
So it's
mentioned
not
that,
by coming out.
I hear you, but you also mentioned that one of your subscribers had written to NIDCOM to intervene, and what the commissioner said is that it's difficult to mediate since you've taken the case to court. Are you open to withdrawing your case and settle out of court? What exactly is your strategy in this regard?
Okay, let me. I had to. Sorry, um, I always take my time to Google, or rather, make my research on things. So I checked some of the job description of NITCOM. So the NITCOM acts as mandate to proactively protect the interests of Nigerians in diaspora, including defending their rights and safety regardless of ongoing um, litigation. So I am surprised that, first of all, when injustice is being done to you, the first thing that you are supposed to do is to go to court. Now, I believe that NITCOM is even supposed to have a legal representative that will be representing the Nigerians in diaspora in court. Even if they are not saying anything, they will be an observer and make sure that everything is settled amicably and out of court. That is my belief. I had to, like what court cases does not erase injustice. That a matter is in court does not mean injustice has not occurred.
All right.
NITCOM leadership can affirm that Nigerian government does not endorse silence in the face of diaspora dispensation. This is one of the work of NITCOM. So it's not about organizing a symposium or for the diasporans. No, it's not. You understand? It's not all about photo ops. It's the real job that we are talking about.
It's a good place to leave it. We are certain that the Ministry of Works and the NIDCOM you just called out do have a right of reply. We can engage them subsequently on the show to also get their perspective. But I just asked ChatGPT to convert $70 million to Naira, and guess the amount is 107.2 billion Naira. Sounds like a lot of money, but we wish you well.
Oh, wow.
And we'll probably go
what we are
keep
talking
following.
about is real estate.
Yes, no.
What
I
we are
get it.
talking about
I'm just
is
giving you the
real
figure
estate.
in Naira. And
Yes.
we're going to continue this
And
conversation subsequently.
can you
Okengo.
also Google how much Nigerians in diaspora bring in yearly?
I will do that
in
after the
Nigeria.
show because I have to go now. Real estate investor, CEO, Win Homes Global Services, Stella Okengo, thank you so much for talking
Yes.
to us
Thank
on
you
the
so
program.
much.
That's our show today, everyone. Remember, you can watch it again at midnight and 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am Nifemi Oguntoye.